right? So this guy was a pastor, is a pastor, and he admits to molesting children, right? Give me a second. He admits to molesting children, right? And they only give him 6 to 23 months in jail because the judge deemed that he didn't fit some criteria, right? Even though some of the kids came forward. Even though he admitted to it, right? Right? So this is what I say, right? I say that with all these house out here, with all these house committees that are out here, with all these people wanting to do these hearings and stuff like that, and wanting to combat, the other side of the aisle, whether or not it be Hunter Biden, whether or not it be the guy with the FBI with his little thing, I forget his name, whether or not it be Secretary of Defense, whether or not it be the hearings to condemn Hamas, whether or not it be the hearings for Facebook and Twitter, whatever. All the useless Bruce Gas was happening. All the useless hearings that they want. Oh yeah, and the hearings that they want with Fani Willis. The hearings that they want Biden to go to. All these worthless ass hearings that they want, but they don't want to have no hearings for these judges like they want with the judge in the Trump case, with the lawyers in the Trump case, but they don't want to go after these lawyers who keep giving these pedophiles slaps on the wrist. They don't want to do it. Like, you got all these lawyers out here who's losing their licenses all the time because of these politicians want them up out of here because they don't like the way that they went after certain people, right? But you don't want to go after these pedophiles. 6 to 23 months in jail is what the judge gave this guy. And the ages of these children go all the way down to 10 years old. There was a guy, right, working in the daycare center. This is a couple years ago, right? He was making videos of himself molesting these kids in the daycare center. And he gets probation. And nobody tries to file a complaint for the judge so he could get reviewed, so this case could get reviewed on why he fucking did that shit. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. You know, I guess for some it's balls to the walls, conviction type styles, and some they just want to be nice to them. I don't get how somebody can admit and also have some of the abusers, the victims come up and he gives them a slap on the wrist. This guy's still gonna be able to be a pastor. This guy is come on, man. This shit is buck wild. They said he used to take the 10-year-old girl on the ATV ride and molest her in the woods, then bring her back. That's what he said. And that's what they proved. And he gets 6 to 23 months. Crazy. It's crazy. You know? And I just can't, I don't see it. You know, like I said yesterday and the day before or whatever. You know, Tim Tebow was out there advocating for the children, and it didn't make the news. They had a whole hearing on combating child trafficking, and he was one of the guys or the people up there on the front lines of it, and it don't make the news. Right? Everybody want to gossip about what P. Diddy did. Everybody want to gossip about what R. Kelly, Roman Polanski, the guys at Nickelodeon and all that shit. Oh, and they got slaps on the wrist. Want to gossip about that shit, but I don't see nobody. I don't see them. All these cases they have. I don't care if it's the school teachers always getting caught. They getting slaps on the wrist. You know? And nobody is really out here like putting a stop to this mess. Like, and what civilized country that we have, out of all the civilized countries out here, how come the top ones always keep letting these pedos off? People spreading rumors about Puff Daddy having a whole child sex trafficking ring and all that shit. Right? Like he's the head honcho. Right? But on a daily basis this shit happens. Probably already this year. There's probably already been 10, 20, 30 kids missing. Out of all of them never been seen again, it's probably, you know the statistically proven when it comes to child abuse, sexual abuse is #1. And it's #1. And when you look at the stats, you could go and Google it. I did yesterday. When you look at the stats as far as physical abuse, and all that shit, medical and all this other shit, sexual abuse is by far stands out. Physical abuse is like this big, sexual abuse is like that. Huge. And you don't see these cats talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? All these politicians out there that want to go after these rogue lawyers, rogue judges, and shit like that, they only go after them if they're on the other side of the aisle trying to convict Trump or trying to convict Biden. But they not trying to go after these cats, all of them. They're not having no reviews on some of the cases, letting prior offenders out and shit like that. They're not doing that. They talking about, oh, they letting people go in New York, violent criminals and this and the third. They ain't letting them all go. They letting some of them go, but at the same time I don't see y'all reviewing that and I don't see these cats on the House floor and in Congress trying to review it and trying to fix the shit. They the ones who create laws. Yeah, the city can and all this shit, but it all starts with the House of Representatives. You know? That lady, Marjorie Greene, look at her. Got everything to say about this, got everything to say about that with DEI, immigration, and all this shit. She comes out there, try to do something for child trafficking, child organ trafficking at that. Can't get her thing straight, but don't even want to combat this when it's the biggest thing around. Whether or not it's in Texas, Mississippi, Ohio, Michigan, New York, Oregon, Florida. One child getting abused should be enough, right? Like that right there should be enough, right? You know, they want to do it. Oh, I guess it's not an importance because an immigrant didn't do it. If an immigrant would have done it, and he would have got 6 to 23 months like that nasty motherfucker, I guess then the judge and the DA will be in trouble, or the state prosecutor, whatever, will be in trouble. Then they would have to have all their shit reviewed with the state ethics committee. With MTG is certified crazy. Yes. Yeah. But like I said, if there was an immigrant, then it'd be a priority. Then it'd be a priority. But when it's one of these nasty ass, nice and wholesome citizens, not a problem. Is A-O motherfucking K. It's cool. He ain't gonna hurt nobody, right? That type of shit. Crazy, ain't it? I don't make this shit up, man. I don't make it up. It's y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm trying.
I feel that. Good deal.
All right, bro.
Have a good one.
Yep. Yeah, man. That's the name of the game these days. You know? And then you would think that you would think this would have hit their radar. You know what I'm saying? You know, a pastor, right? Try out here selling these damn books. You would have think they would have done something. You know, maybe he got one of them Trump books. That's why. Maybe he used that goddamn Trump Bible as a get out of jail free card. Maybe that's what happened. But yeah, like I'm saying, man, I made this live to put an awareness out here, man, because I seriously believe a lot of these judges and these lawyers who work for the state need to be investigated when it comes to this subject. Let these child predators off. And then I should have looked at the statistics. I should have looked at the statistics on how often do these guys reoffend. You know, I think the only one of the dudes got it right is that motherfucking sheriff in Polk County. He got it right with them fucking pedophiles. He ain't playing. Over there at where is it? Homestead over there, wherever that is. He ain't playing. He making sure they throw the book at your ass for that shit. But all these other motherfuckers, some of these other states and shit like that in these cities, and the fucked up thing about it is they got minimums of what they supposed to give them. They got minimums on what they're supposed to give these cats, man. You know? It's crazy. What did you, I really want to know. I really want to. That dude that judge got to explain this, man. He can't fucking just make a ruling and give some cocky manny ass excuse. They need to grill his ass on this shit. This shit should not be. This shit like this, man, shouldn't be. Folks shouldn't let this shit slide. And then you got the child, these kids' parents probably looking, fuming at the motherfucking mouth. Fuming at the motherfucking mouth. You know? You done fuck these kids' lives up. And shit like this for life. And boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, man. Boy, oh boy, man. You gotta explain that, bro. He gotta explain that. That ain't no. You don't make mistakes like that. You don't. You make mistakes. You know. Shit like that is done deliberate. You know. Shit like that is done deliberate. And I think that okay, motherfucker. Shit like that is done deliberate, man. That ain't no oops. That was the sentence was well thought out. You know what I'm saying? What he can and can't get away with. You know, just sad, man. We're supposed to be the leaders of the free world, but it seemed like we only the leaders for the pedophiles. You know? That's what it seemed like. Because they got free reign. They got free reign to do. Obviously, that's what he said. You ain't gonna do that much time. You know? Hell, he might get probation. You know, they right at it. Gotta get some of this smoke up out of here. Here we go. The wind blowing. Yeah. Yeah, get that smoke up out of here. Get that cigarette smoke up out of here. Yeah. That's good. I'm telling y'all, man, these motherfuckers, and they ain't stopped doing it. 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 They're gonna keep doing it. Especially when these cats think they ain't gonna get caught. Especially when they know that the sentencing is gonna be whack. This dude might get time served or some bullshit. He probably only do what? 3 months in the county jail. And some of these cats, they letting them do it on the weekends. They letting some of these cats get off on the weekends. Do they time on the weekends? I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the cases. But anyways, y'all, I'm out and get up here to the slave ship. Peace.